Eating the correct balance of nutrients is important, but how do those nutrients get into your body? There are 4 digestive processes: ingestion, digestion, absorption, and elimination. Ingestion is the act of eating. This includes chewing and swallowing. Digestion is the breakdown of food into molecules that are small enough to be absorbed. During digestion, polymers are broken down into monomers because monomers are smaller and easier to absorb. These monomers can be used to synthesize new polymers that are required by the organism. During absorption, nutrients are taken up by cells. The nutrients are then transported to other cells where they are incorporated into energy or other molecules. During elimination, undigested waste is passed out of the digestive tract. The components of the human digestive system include the mouth, tongue, pharynx, salivary glands, esophagus, stomach, liver, gallbladder, pancreas, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus. As can be seen on the diagram, the digestive system isn't quite as simple as the 13 components listed above. The digestive system is composed of many components that all work together to ensure that the proper nutrients end up in the correct place. Food enters the digestive system at the mouth. In the mouth, food is reduced in size by the teeth and tongue during chewing. As the mouth chews, salivary glands create saliva. Saliva lubricates and buffers the mouth. It also contains amylase, which starts the chemical digestion of starches. Saliva also contains antimicrobial substances. During swallowing, the food passes to the pharynx. The pharynx is composed of both the trachea and the esophagus. The epiglottis prevents food from entering the trachea. Food then passes through the esophagus into the stomach. The stomach stores and digests food. It contains gastric glands that have 3 types of cells. The first type of cell is the mucus cell. It produces mucus to lubricate and protect the stomach lining. The next type of cell is parietal cells. These cells secrete hydrochloric acid. The third type of cell is the chief cell. Chief cells create pepsinogen. The hydrochloric acid secreted by the parietal cells splits proteins. Pepsinogen, which is produced by chief cells, initiates the digestion of proteins. Food passes from the stomach to the small intestine. Bile enters the small intestine from the liver via the gallbladder. Enzymes enter from the pancreas. The small intestine is the site of most digestion and most absorption. The pancreas secretes many of the digestive enzymes. The pancreas produces insulin and glucagon. Insulin is very important in the body. Insulin helps move sugar from the blood into other body tissues where it is used for energy. Glucagon maintains normal concentration of glucose in the blood. It is important that your blood sugar is never too high and never too low. The liver produces bile. Bile contains bile salts, which emulsify fats. It is made from cholesterol and stored in the gallbladder. The duodenum is the first 10 inches or 25 centimeters of the small intestine. This is where the small intestine receives enzymes from the pancreas. The duodenum also neutralizes acids from the stomach, where most chemical changes occur in food. The duodenum has a large amount of enzymatic action. Remember, if a word ends in ASC, it is an enzyme. If a word ends in OSC, it is a sugar. Amylase breaks down starches into maltose. Maltase breaks down maltose into 2 glucose molecules. Sucrase breaks down sucrose into 1 glucose and 1 fructose. Lactase breaks down lactose into glucose and galactose. Lipase breaks down emulsified fats into fatty acids and glycerol. Nucleases convert nucleic acids into nucleotides. Nucleotides can be converted into nitrogenous bases, sugars, and phosphates. Trypsin and chymotrypsin convert proteins and polypeptides into smaller peptides that can be used to assemble other proteins. After enzymes break down food in the duodenum, the small intestine absorbs the broken down nutrients from the foods. The small intestine has a large surface area and is rich in capillaries and lymph vessels. It also contains villi and microvilli. The large surface area allows for more nutrients to be absorbed. Undigested material passes into the large intestine. The large intestine absorbs about 90% of water that is found in food. Some vitamins are produced by bacteria and absorbed in the large intestine. Residue, or anything that is not absorbed in the small or large intestine, is stored in the rectum. It is eliminated through the anus.